Shalom, shalom, what it do, y'all? It's your brothers Amar with DLM Crown Thinking, here again with another one. And as always, I want to give you a practical message that you can implement in your life with developmental and constructive tips and strategy and skills for you to be able to improve and better yourself along your journey, in this journey called life. Today, I just want to talk about standing on your square, man. And number one, standing on your square gonna come with some things. And what do I mean by standing on your square? Having a foundation that you can stand on. For me, my foundation is biblical. My foundation in the Bible is not just I just believe in it, but I have things in it I can point you towards to say this is what I represent. This is what I stand for. That's number one. You gotta have something that you stand for. I also have my own morals and my own ethics that I abide by as an individual that helps me to be able to be a quality person for everything that I'm a part of and present with. All right, whether I'm at work, whether I'm around my community, whether I'm around my family, whether I'm around anybody that I just run across on a day-to-day basis, there are common things that you will hear everybody say about me. And there are common things that you will hear everybody say about you. And I would like to say that those are the things that define who you are, whether you believe it or don't believe it. Those are the ethics and the morals that you demonstrate. So they're going to equate that to this is what this person believes in as an individual, right? If you have not taken the moment to define the man that you want to be, to define the woman that you want to be, you will forever be equated to something lesser than what you want to truly be. And granted, you will run across people who will undermine what you standardize yourself of being. That's part of it. But it won't be too much lower than what you present. But if you don't set your mind on constructive ways and strategic ways to always look for growth and to always meet a certain mark, you're going to always be in a position where you're going to regret, you're going to doubt, and you're not going to be confident in the person that you are. I love reading developmental books. I love reading books that help me understand myself. You understand what I'm saying? I believe that words are very important. I know a lot of times people may think, you can be too woke or you can be too conscious, but words are very important because words in your mind connect with responses with your emotions, responses with your hormones, responses with your memory, your neurons. And this thing is very important, right? Why is it important? Because if somebody think of the word happy, they have the word happy in the forefront of their mind. They have a feeling that's attached to that experience or that word when they think about happy, right? So you got word and experience, you have memory, right? Now, experience comes with a lot of things because to be happy means you might have some dopamine releases, meaning your mind is going to equate that to being something that you want to experience again, right? If somebody say, man, turn that music off, that music made me feel sad. The experience can put somebody into a space of something that traumatized them. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things that you can come across that we sort of separate the spiritual, the mental, and the physical, and the soulish realm, and all these different spaces and categories that we look at dividing up these different components that make up who we are as individuals. But I want to remind you that the more you understand about yourself, the more quality of a person you can become. If you don't understand you, it's hard to grow in life. Because if you don't understand you, then you don't understand your weaknesses. If you don't understand you, then you don't understand your strengths. Or you might use your weaknesses as a way to get ahead. Now, you may have some people that might have nasty characteristics about them, and they don't mind stepping on other people to get to where they got to get, and they end up being successful. Rightfully so, that happens, right? But later on in life, things begin to show themselves true, right? You can't put heavy things on a table that's not built to have the integrity to uphold something heavier than what it was intended to hold for a longer period of time than what it was even supposed to hold, something that is rated for it to hold, and then expect on the latter end for that table to be functional years after, or it to hit the true expiration date that they created it to meet. And all I'm saying is, you got to do people right. You want to do things right because things will come back around. People remember how you make them feel. You remember how people made you feel. You remember how in situations you didn't respond the way you should have responded, and that stuff get on your nerves. Why? Because you feel out of alignment with the person that you have agreed in your mind that you are. Right? I'm saying these things so you can understand you. You got to understand your weaknesses. And this is why I believe that every young man should not just say, I believe in the Bible, but that young man should say, I believe in the Bible, but I have things I can point you to personally in this that shows you and demonstrates who you are as a person, right? And people around you will begin to say, I can speak for that. He is really like that. You don't want to be just somebody just loose. You feel me? You don't always be unsure of yourself. The more plain you make it, and you make the vision plain, like it said in the book, write the vision, make it plain. The more plain you make it, the more confident you can be, because it's sure, right? It's a scripture that says, seek the Most High in simplicity. Seek him in simplicity. We always got to be deep. And when you're talking about your goals and who you're trying to become, you always got to be all optimistic. And I'm an optimistic person. I don't believe everything is going to be, but there are certain things that I just got to do like a specific type of way. I have to. Because that is what defines who I am. Then once you get to the place, once you get that in your routine, then you can free flow. But there'll be elements of what you then developed into based off of repetition that will naturally kick in because you done got used to doing it. It's a part of it. It's a part of you. It's a part of your nature. It's a part of your fabrication of who you are. I'm here to remind you, understand who you are so you can stand on your square. I don't know what your square is, but you do. I don't know who you desire to be, but you do. If you want to be a more straightforward person, I would say, for me, I would say practice it. Things that I want to do. And this is the thing about life. Life is a lesson. All right? You're always going to learn. If you're not, I always say this. The greatest teacher is forever a student. Once the teacher gets to the point where the teacher is not a student no more, the teacher has failed the role of a teacher. Because in order to teach, you must learn. And you'll be amazed. There's moments when I'm teaching groups of people, or if I'm around a group of people, the best messages that come out of me are the ones where I'm learning while I'm doing it too. I got a teacher that I always say, you never really learn stuff from other people. You teach yourself. You get the information from them. They expose you to the info. You know, I was talking to a brother of mine, and we was talking about, you can't teach somebody what they don't already know. It's up to them if they want to understand it. Understanding goes a little further. You can know that's a table. I know it's a table. You can know that's a light switch. But to understand that it's a light switch is to understand that it's got current coming into it. And you understand that when you switch that light up, it's a mechanism in the inside that breaks the flow of the electricity. That's what makes the light go off. Then when you turn it back on, it puts it bridges in between that gap where you broke the line and you made it back a full line. Like a bridge that opened up and a bridge that closed back up. You just did that with electricity. That's how it came back on. You gave electricity somewhere to flow. But that's understanding. That's not just knowing that it's a switch on the wall. So guess what? The person that understands that switch better, they're going to be safer. They're going to be more confident when they talk about their light switch because they've got something to stand on. They have a square. You feel me? And I'm using square. That's just a terminology that we use. But at the end of the day, it's a solidified positioning of knowing what you know, confident in what you know, because you put the time into what you know and you understand what you know. This your brother Zamar with Damn Crown Thinking. Make sure y'all tap in with me. Just a little video with you, just chopping it up with you, just giving you some tips on developing yourself. Y'all get in with me. Make sure y'all run up them other videos too, man. We've been looking a little low. I feel like they deserve a little bit more. I'm just saying, this type of stuff that I love to hear. I know you love to hear it too. Tap in with your brother. Shalom.